In a somewhat controversial tweet, given what's gone down in the DCEU in recent history, Joss Whedon, the second director of the ill-fated movie Justice League, said that Henry Cavill is a great Superman. The greatest since Henry Cavill, for the most part. Here's his exact tweet. Cavill is a great Superman. Definitely the best since Reeves, and could take the top spot with the right material / barber. I think referencing the fact that, the whole mustache gate situation. He was replying to a tweet from Priscilla Page. Henry Cavill was a solid Superman, and it pains me that we'll likely never get to see him in a more Donner-esque film. Richard Donner is that's the person who produced the earlier Superman movies that Christopher Reeve were in. The ones that a lot of people feel are the most iconic, a version of how the character should be portrayed in live action. I thought the character was portrayed really well in Superman the Animated Series too, by the way. Whether or not you agree with his statement, I actually do agree with him that Henry Cavill is a great Superman and could be just like Christopher Reeves, or more in like that spirit if given that movie. But there are some people who think it's weird to hear Joss Whedon say that because they blame him for the Justice League fallout. Now, as I said in a recent video, I think that there were so many factors above a lot of people's control that I'm not sure anyone could have saved Justice League. If you're someone who didn't like Justice League, there are a lot of people who did enjoy Justice League. I thought it was a decent movie, but I know the drama behind it, that it was supposed to be, Zack Snyder wanted to do it one way, then in comes Joss Whedon, and Joss Whedon, massaged it, but the version that Whedon made, a lot of people didn't really like that much. And so, he was the fall guy for the end product, I think. I think there were a lot of fall guys for Justice League. But I think that, being mandated that the movie had to be, 2 hours or less by Kevin Tsujihara, I think, and other factors, and that they didn't have much time to finish it, they weren't going to delay it anymore when the movie maybe needed more time. I think those are the two reasons that Justice League really had the problems that it had. I mean, you could blame Zack Snyder for the way he originally did it. You could blame Joss Whedon for the way he did it afterwards. There are people who blame Geoff Johns and other, executives at the time. But I don't know. I think that, forcing everybody to have to make it 2 hours or less when it's really a longer movie, and, not giving them enough time to, flesh it out. You've got to meet this November deadline or else. I don't think that anyone, no matter how talented, could have saved that movie, given the kind of movie it was and the horrible conditions. So, I do think that Joss Whedon was one of the reasons why Justice League was a pivot, to the more brighter, happier, confident Superman that people wanted to see. And I think that, Joss Whedon is the one who was behind that. Joss Whedon and Geoff Johns, I think, were the ones who really, caused that shift. I liked what Zack Snyder was doing Superman before, and I was happy with his take. It was one that unfortunately didn't resonate with a lot of people, though. And so, I think Joss Whedon and Geoff Johns tried to correct in Justice League, but because Justice League... I thought that the Superman part of Justice League was fine, but I thought that, except for the mustache thing. But again, because, they didn't have much time to make everything perfect and just had to get it out. They weren't able to get the mustache removal effects down right. There were just a lot of extenuating circumstances, and I don't think Joss Whedon is as much to blame for things as a lot of people said. Not for his vision, for lack of a better word. I just think, it was a cluster. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.